Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be? Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Junk Fabrication DWRL Wednesday night street fights. Tonight we got a story for you. The Williams Grove Speedway, the street stocks going Wednesday night street fighting here tonight. Who's going to land the final haymaker, land that final blow here and take down the big W here at the Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. I'm Todd Stanton. Down pushing all the controls is Jack Truan. Here, it's going to be a fantastic race. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Full Velocity Racing Network. There's 50 viewers out there right now. Just give a little hit out there to Star Donations. Star Donations go a long way to keep our broadcasting rates cheap. It shows your support to the stream. Good way to get your name out there. We shout them out, let everybody know. But got to thank you guys all for tuning in. Like I said, the DWRL Junk Fabrication Wednesday Night Street Fight. This is season number 8, round number 11. As heat race number 1 getting ready to come to post already. Starting out in the pole, driving the number 25 here, the Voiles Trucking starting lineup. That's the Hammer. Henry Jones is dancing brother outside the Evil One himself, the number 21 of Jim Revis. Inside row number 2, you'll see Mitch Eno aboard the 0197 machine, and Casey Brunson aboard the 010 in position number 4. Rolling out 5th, the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey, and his dancing brother outside the Iceman, Daniel Stifler aboard the number 71. Position number 7 sees Racing Jason Salter aboard the number 10, and Rocky Batfield, the Big Monkey, aboard the number 97, rolling off in position number 8. Shotgun on the field, driving the number 1 machine. That'll be Alex Brewer, and that number 1. Called for 9 cars, all 9 cars out there on the Speedway. It's going to be a 8-lap heat race, and again, everybody going to make the A main here. Looks like going to be this evening. Definitely going to have a fantastic race here, a long pace lap here, especially around Williams Grove. Just looking at some of these guys and different pace schemes that I haven't seen. Maybe the Hammer Henry Jones having another good pill draw here in Wednesday night street fights. He had a good qualifying run on Sunday night, so it's good to see him up front finally and doing a fantastic job in that number 25 machine. Again, want to thank our sponsors here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got to thank Hard Motorsports for our yellow flag sponsor, iRacingIFlag.com. Head on over to iRacingIFlag.com and hit up Jeff Brown for one of those iFlags. I know he's having some other things, so stay tuned with some of his I seen some of his other issues that he's having. Maybe we'll get Jeff to highlight that here. Maybe if he's around, we'll get him to highlight it a little bit here later on in the broadcast. But eye flags and pit boxes out there, folks, definitely fantastic. If you're in the need for that, make sure you hit him up. Voiles Trucking, Brian Cathy Voiles from Voiles Trucking. Also got to thank J-Max Journeys, J-Max Strong. It's not for the weak. www.jmaxstrong.com. Also got to thank BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Use the promo code BLADE10 for 10% off your first purchase. Also got to thank South Texas Speedway, Corpus Christi, Texas. Place to race. www.southtxspeedway.com. Also got to thank the official team here of Full Velocity Racing Network, the 3D Racing Group. Also got to thank TDR-Racing.net, Trash Panda Graphics. I also got to thank Cyber Thunder Racing League, the Asphalt League, is iRacing High Flag. Green Flag comes out. iRacing Dirt Painters also involved in this one as he race number 1 underway. It's the Hammer. Henry Jones leading the charge down to turn number 1. The number 21 of Jim Revis running in that second spot. Caleb Ramsey side by side for the third spot. There were the 0-1-0 of Casey Brunson. Brunson looks to the outside. A good battle going on for third as the Hammer Henry Jones tries to check out on the field with Jim Revis right there running in that second spot. You're watching the Junk Fabrications, DWRL Wednesday night street fights. Again, an invite-only league here is the Wednesday night street fights. And it's the way to get into it is go through the Sunday night shootout series, the BladeNode.com Sunday night shootout series, and get elected into this race. And this is what happens here. You have some top-notch street stock drivers, open setup. Been a fantastic league that we've broadcasted for quite some time now here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And they put on a whale of a show. Very, very important and enticing to get you guys involved in this one. Eric Jones out there. That's a little Eric Jones. Eric Brewer. Caleb Ramsey. Here watching the shows and tonight's festivities here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, folks, don't let us go skunked out here tonight. Make sure to start donations. If you got something, an extra $1 to throw at the Full Velocity Racing Network, you know, just to get your name out there, shouting it out. Different things here. We got a 50,000 star goal here, kind of high the Facebook set for us here. Make sure you hit us up with some stars here. We're sitting about 25,000 stars right now. We still lack about 25,000 to go here for a very, very short month. So only 10 days left. So hopefully we can hit as much as we can here. Maybe Facebook will reset it and give us an attainable goal here on the Full Velocity Racing Network as we have 4 laps in. So we're halfway home as Jim Revis now peeking down to the bottom, down the back straightaway. The number 21 down to the inside, side-by-side battle with the number 25 of the Hammer Henry Jones. Here comes the Ramsey, number 13 machine. Also the 10 of Racing Jason Salter. He hits out the bottom. The Hammer Henry Jones hits the outside wall. Loses a couple spots there. One to Salter and another to Caleb Ramsey. So the Hammer Henry Jones now having all kinds of issues. Goes way up the track again, losing more spots. Tough break for that number 25 machine. He drops all the way back to 7th. And oh, Rocky Battenfield, the big monkey, really door checks the 13 to Caleb Ramsey up and out of the way. As he makes some contact with him, the 71 of Daniel Stifler up to the 4th spot. The number 97 of Rocky Battenfield now drops back to 5th. So right now, their race leader is Jim Revis down the back straight away with the number 10 of Racing Jason Salter running in a 2nd spot. The 0-1-0, the other 10 of Casey Brunson running in the 3rd spot. As Brunson makes a little bit of contact with Salter, but the white flag going to go in the air for Jim Revis. One more trip around here for heat race number 1. Revis with the lead, Salter for 2. Casey Brunson for 3. The number 097 of Rocky Battenfield running 4th to the 71 of Daniel Stifler. The Iceman looking to the bottom to try to take over that 4th spot, but down into turn number 3 for the final time. And off of turn number 4, we're going to see if Salter throws anything out left at him. Can't do anything. It looks like it's going to be Jim Revis. It is going to be Jim Revis taking down heat race number 1. Second going to go to Jason Salter. Casey Brunson for 3. Rocky Battenfield for 4. Daniel Stifler, Caleb Ramsey, Henry Jones, Machinos, and Alex Brewer round out your 9 cars here in heat race 1. So good heat race. Heat 2 getting ready to come to post. Starting on the pole here of heat race number 2 is going to be Easy Eric Elmore aboard the number 420 machine. His dance part of the outside, driving the number 88. That'll be Kevin Prettyman. Inside row number 3 in the 3rd starting spot. That's the 06 of Matthew Everts and Josh Peacock. And the number 61, the JP Designs number 61, rolling off in position number 4. Rolling off fifth, will be the number 18. That's Kyle Surratt. Surratt aboard the number 18, and Kyle Moore aboard the number 1111. It's a 111 machine, 1111. Same difference. Lots of ones. 7th starting spot, the 319 of David Brewer and Josh Ely, the 09 machine. We called for 8 cars out there. We have all 8 cars out there. What was that, Jack? Yeah, maybe. You never know. Play those numbers, folks. Win 4, win 3, 1-1-1 straight.
Depends on how much you have.
Yeah, you could be seeing double. How was the other night? Like I said, got a chance to go through all of our sponsors. Got to thank again, Junk Fabrications, DJs 72 out here for sponsoring Wednesday night street fights, and also got to thank and the boss. Yes, the boss. Can't forget the boss. Always forget the boss. I don't know why. But yeah, gotta remember the boss. So these guys make a very long pace lap around Williams Grove. Definitely a little bit slower of a pace lap here than most of the dirt tracks here, but one of the longer dirt tracks here on the iRacing simulation. Again, no points involved. It's all bragging rights here on Wednesday night street fights. Again, watching these guys go at it here. The best of the best street stock racers in the iRacing community. I do have to say that. They are open setups. They are not fixed setups. They are open setups. So these guys work on their setups quite a bit. And you're going to have Eric Elmore and Kevin Prettyman your front row. Everett and Peacock your secondary row. As we get ready to throw that iRacing high flag, green flag out over the field. Loud pedal is down. 8 laps, 1 meter distance. Heat race number 2 underway. As there goes easy Eric Elmore, and we are stacking them up over there in 1 and 2. Lots of cars involved in that one, including Peacock. A huge stack up over there. Relinquish the lead right to the 06 of Matthew Everett. And Moyer getting wrecked there. And the number 11 machine going around the 111. Let's see what happened to him. Man, he just, it looked like a bumper hook gone wrong. So Kyle Moyer, tough break for him. So a lot of carnage here early in heat race number 2. We didn't even lap complete. And, Matthew Everett's already out to a 3-second advantage over Josh Healy. Kyle Surratt running in that 3rd spot. David Brewer running 4th. 5th is Kevin Prettyman, then Peacock. Eric Elmore, who is 1 lap down. I believe he's already parked it for the evening. And Kyle Moyer, another car, parking it there. It looks like they're getting repairs, but I don't think they're going to make it back out in time before the heat racing action. But Matthew Everett has got this field covered here. Over the 09 of Josh Healy. Surratt still running in that 3rd spot. He's in a heavy battle with a 319 of David Brewer. Brewer looks down to the inside. Nice side-by-side battle for the 3rd spot, as Brewer tries to take away the number 18 spot there, but he cannot do it so far as the outside seeming to prevailing off the corner down the front straightaway. Here to turn number 3, the number 1 of Brewer, still digging it down on the bottom, catfishing as much as he can, as the 18 of Kyle Surratt moves up the track. Here just a tad bit down the back straightaway. Nice still side-by-side battle for the 3rd spot. Nobody's given an inch. Halfway home signal going up to the 06 of Matthew Everett. 4 hit and 4 to go here at the Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. As Josh Ely still holding on to a solid 2nd spot. But I tell you, the 2 directly behind him, who have been battling out for 3rd and 4th, have reeled him in too. So it could become a 3-wide battle maybe for the 2nd spot if they can continue doing what they're doing here. As Brewer still working over the bottom now, slides up in front, takes over the 3rd spot, away from the 18 of Kyle Surratt. So Surratt still holding on to the 4th spot. As Everett's right now just holding out into a pretty decent lead. It looks like Ely's cut it down though. It was 3.4, now down to 2.449. So Ely definitely reeled him in, but I think he's going to run out of time here as Popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway. As now again the Kyle Surratt now goes to work on the number 1 of 319 machine of David Brewer. Brewer works to the outside. We'll see if Surratt going to be able to capitalize on this one. His white flag going to come out here for Matthew Evers off of turn number 4. So one more trip around. He should be able to hang on, barring anything catastrophe for that number 06 machine. The 09 of Ely still running in the third spot again. Surratt back down to the bottom to try to pull up alongside the 319 of Brewer. Not going to be had down the back straightaway, but then down into turn number 3 for the final time. Matthew Everett aboard the number 06 machine, going to see the checker flag off of turn number 4 and take it down in heat race number 2. Second going to go to Josh Healy. Third to David Brewer. Kyle Surratt for 4, excuse me. Josh Peacock for 5. Eric Elmer, Kevin Prettyman, and Kyle Moore round out your 8 cars here of heat race number 2. So heat race number 2 finished. That one in the books. Looks like we should be going to a main feature time here. 60 laps will be the distance, but before we get to tonight's festivities, we're going to send it down trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And your Voiles Trucking starting lineup going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, Jim Revis, Matthew Evers outside. Third starter, Jason Salter, Josh Ely 4th. 5th is Casey Brunson. 6th, David Brewer. Rocky Battenfield rolls off 7th, Kyle Surratt 8th. 9th is going to be Daniel Stifler. 10th, Josh Peacock. 11th is Caleb Ramsey, Eric Elmore, Henry Jones, Kevin Prettyman, Mitch Enos, Kyle Moore, and Alex Brewer. Race fans, who's it going to be? As they dive off down into turn number 1, the fastest lineup that I could throw at you here tonight on the Wednesday night street fights, the number 21 of Jim Revis, your race leader, down through the back straightaway. The 06 of Matthew Everett running in the second spot. Third is racing Jason Salter and Josh Ely running in that 4th spot. Here comes Casey Brunson down to the bottom, trying to make it side by side. For 4th is Brunson trying to do what he can do here. And that 0-1-0 as he pulls up alongside his teammate from Bulletproof Motorsports. And oh, Salter! Yes, oh man, a pile up over in 1 and 2. Jason Salter gets completely sideways. Unfortunately, the 0-1-0 has nowhere to go. Oh, Casey Brunson goes around in a knot and collects a bunch of other drivers. Gonna take a real quick look. See, is looking down on my cameras here. It looks like Salter may have got a push, as Jack was saying, from the 09 machine, just a tad bit, not a lot, enough to get him out of shape. And then Rocky Battenfield, Kyle Surratt, 71. All those guys pile in over there in the corner, stacking them up over there in 1 and 2. So first, Har Motorsports yellow flag of the evening here. Going to come out over the field. So we're on lap number 4 of 60 now. Jim Revis, your race leader. Matthew Everett's running in that second spot. Third is Josh Ely, Jason Salter, and Caleb Ramsey right now. Round out your top 5. So I asked you folks out there, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch, who did you think was going to take down the victory here tonight? As we're saying, we see Josh Jessica out there going for Josh Peacock. Anybody else going for anybody out there on the Speedway? I know you guys got a favorite out there, or somebody you may be rooting for. Let us know via Facebook Live. I'm watching that stream pretty well. I may not be able to see it on YouTube, but again, folks, still going without any star donations here tonight. We'd like to see at least 10 stars out there as we keep looking here, and we try to track it in. Also, almost to 6,000 followers here. We're only 60 or 72 short here, so help us make our followers goal here of 6,000 followers here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And man, that's a fantastic feat in itself, in its own right. But no gimmicks, and nobody buying any of the type of followers we have. Nobody raising our views. We just out there to have a grand old time, and we try to keep you guys all interested here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. So we are restacked and repacked to get ready to send that iRacing flag unfurling off of turn number 4, and it does so. As the loud pedal down here, Jim Revis gets right back to work, and that number 21 machine dives it off down into the corner here into turn number 1, already off of turn number 2. That's how fast he got through that corner. As Jim Revis, right now your race leader, Matthew Evers, running in that second spot. Ely running in third. Here comes Salter. Salter has to back up just a tad bit, and the number 10 machine checks it up. Ramsey now trying to make his way back up through the field there. And the number 13 machine, makes a little bit of contact. Yellow flag going to fly, though. The second Har Motorsports yellow flag of the evening, so we'll have to go to a J-Max Journey instant replay. It looks like David Brewer involved in this one, the 319 machine. So we're going to see what happened to him. Oh, man. Oh, he had a lot of trouble over here. As he gets into the corner, and it just looks like Kevin Prettyman pretty much ran right over him, smack dab into him, sends him around in a knot, and Stifler, I should say, Stifler does a nosedive there in turns 1 and 2, is dancing on his nose in that 71 machine. And then unfortunately Casey Brunson, the 010, gets involved in that one too. Innocent bystander again. Brunson just not having any luck here this evening. Yeah, bad luck. Correct. Bad luck out there for the 010 Casey Brunson. Usually he has pretty good luck when I'm sitting here announcing for him, but not very good luck for that 010 machine. So we'll see if he can make his way back up through the field. Still a lot of laps left, 52 laps left here on the field. This Williams Grove, it definitely can make up the ground. You got to make some positions up though, via maybe the yellow flags coming out. That also helps you out here on the Speedway. So nobody else got a favorite out there. Nobody else cheering for anybody out here on Wednesday Night Street Fights. I only see Josh, Jessica, Myers, the only one to put their pick out there. I'm sure Caleb Ramsey's going for himself. I know he's listening. Running 5th, a pretty solid spot for him. Jim Revis is the pick for Jack. I think I'm going to go with Salter. Just this is going to be evil with Jason Salter. I haven't seen him race in quite some time. I'm going to go racing Jason. As the iRacing flag, green flag already back out over the field. And it is a 21 and Jim Revis leading still down the back straightaway. Good side-by-side battle with Matthew Everts. Everts up on the top shelf of the Speedway. And you got the 21 and Jim Revis working over the bottom. Here comes Salter trying to put maybe to split the difference up through the middle. Nope, door slammed shut on that number 10 machine. And now Salter goes to the outside of the 06. Everett now goes to the race lead. Don't count out Jim Revis, though. And that number 21 machine, he's back down to the bottom. And don't worry, he normally gets faster as the race goes on. As he now peeks back down to the bottom, side-by-side battle for the second spot. As now Revis moving back up there. Here comes the 09 of Ely, too. And Surratt in the number 18. And Alex Brewer. And that number 1 machine all making, contact in the 18 of Kyle Surratt. And other cars around on the front straightaway. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Third Hard Motorsports yellow flag of the evening. And I see the contact of Kyle Surratt there. And sent some other cars around. It looked like Ely having some issues here. And Surratt came off the wall, tried to steer it off the wall. Brewer gets involved, unfortunately. Hammer Henry Jones and number 97 of Rocky Batfield. Machino's involved enough to bring out our third yellow flag of the evening here. So some more yellow flags. We might have to page Dr. Green here, and I know he's on vacation, so that costs an extra amount of money to get the elixir. Yeah, no elixir for the Yellow Fever, so no star donations here tonight. So looks like we're not going to be able to call him. We can't afford him here tonight because he's on vacation. That's like double time, triple time even for him. All right, Jacob Laster saying Jason Salter also. Thank you, Jacob, for mentioning out there. Going for Jason Salter. It's going to be interesting to see how this is all going to play out here, as these guys are going to be fast and furious, trying to get their way back up through. Some of these guys pretty quick here in the heat races, and have struggled, unfortunately, because they were involved in an early wreck. Like, look at Josh Peacock up to the 7th spot. He started deep in the field, but he is now 7th in that number 61 machine, the JP Designs number 61, as he had a horrible heat race. Same way Rocky Batfield didn't have that good of a heat race. So a lot of these guys not having a fantastic heat race. But yeah, Peacock is 7th. He's coming. I agree. Thank you, Hank out there, saying that you liked us. Get out there on the track and join these guys. Definitely a lot of fun. I'm up in the booth because I just can't race anymore. I think I got to retire from racing. Yeah, Jack's already retired. He pushes all the controls down there, so we make things interesting on the Full Velocity Racing Network, enough to keep us going. No, we don't have time. Definitely busy here. Always busy. Irish high flag, green flag comes back out. The 06 of Matthew Everett leads the charge this time. Let's see if he can hang on to the top spot over Jim Revis. Revis up on the top shelf this time. And that number 21 machine, and some more guys driving in it pretty deep. I thought there was going to be some more carnage over there. Kyle Moyer and the 09 of Ely making a tad bit of contact. They're both able to keep it straight as they lean on each other. Here comes Salter down to the bottom, and that number 10 machine trying to make some headway here on the 21 of Jim Revis, not able to do so. Caleb Ramsey right now running in the 4th spot. It's a good run for the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. As now Moyer peeking down to the bottom, trying to get around. He already got around the number 09 of Ely. Now setting his sights on the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. As Ramsey up on the top shelf here, the middle of the top shelf of the Speedways, he makes a little bit of love to the wall out of turn number 4. Does Ramsey. As now Salter goes to work back on Jim Revis, the number 21 machine. Revis now goes to work on the 06 at the same right there, Matthew Everett. As here comes Jim Revis down to the bottom, the evil one. The number 21 side by side for the race lead. Can he pull off the slider off of turn number 4? Can he get that forward bite off of 4? Not going to be had here so far. But I tell you, the momentum swinging for that 06 right now of Matthew Everett. But Revis right there knocking on the door every step of the way. So Jim Revis back down to the bottom, side-by-side battle for the top spot. The 06 machine of Everett and Revis still fighting it out here, duking it out down the front straightaway. They go by the start-finish line. 20 laps into 60, 40 laps remain here. the Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Number 21 of Revis is trying everything he can here early on in the going, not even halfway home yet. And he has led a few laps. He led the initial part of the few laps, and then 10 laps here for the Matthew Evers machine so far. He has led. Number 21 again peeking back down to the bottom, trying to do something with the 06 of Everett's. The number 10 of Racing Jason is sitting there in that third spot, see if he's able to do anything here as he's pulled up behind the top two here. Maybe split the difference, come up through the middle, but they've been putting on a fantastic showing up towards the front of the field. As now here comes Caleb Ramsey in that number 13 machine, running in that fourth spot. Then fifth is a good battle here between Ely and the number 11 of Kyle Moyer. Moyer keeps peeking down to the bottom. A lot of dust starting to fly here at the Williams Grove Speedway, so dust starting to become a factor here. But at least on my cameras, as we see a ton of dust, mud, and stuff going on. You know who always the leader is when the front end of their car is clean. And look at the 06 of Matthew Everett here, able to hold on to the race lead. And Rocky Badfield in that number 97 machine up to 7th. As oh, there goes a 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Caleb Ramsey getting bounced around like a ping pong ball, and no yellow flag out on the field. That's kind of weird, as he was going around in a knot there. Not sure what happened to Ramsey, but yellow flag not coming out. Just want to take a look to see what happened to Ramsey. Ramsey had a little bit of help, I do believe, here as they continue to remain green. I'm just going back rather quickly to see here through the dust. And, well, he didn't really have help. Salter was coming down the track, and unfortunately, 13 at Ramsey having some issues there. Now, yellow flag coming out here. The fourth yellow flag here now of the evening. What did that cause, I think? Looks like the 420 of Eric Elmore involved there. A little bit of contact there. Got sandwiched there between Kyle Surratt and the 13 of Caleb Ramsey. Around goes the 420, the one of Alex Brewer around. A tough break for those two drivers, relegated now to the rear of the field. But a lot of contact going on here tonight. Not even halfway home, and we've had 4 yellow flags, and these guys just need to settle down a tad. But again, no star donations to be able to do anything here to call the Dr. Green to get some elixir for the yellow fever, but definitely star donations being skunked here on Full Velocity Racing Network here tonight. I'd like to see some. Not broadcasting. We're broadcasting tomorrow night. We'll be broadcasting back here Thursday night. The VLR Throwback Series had 107 cars last week attempt to qualify for that one, and that's going to be a barn burner, folks. So 107 cars for VLR. Last week attempted to qualify, only 36 made it into the A main, the A feature, I should say, at least to try it there. They had to go through consolation event too if they didn't make it. So definitely going to be one for the ages to watch. We had 107 cars last week, and we topped that this week. Would like to see it, folks. If you're on that VLR league, make sure you get over there. Let's see 130 cars this week. That'd be fantastic. I'm sure KT and Howard and all those guys would love to have 130 cars, at least try to attempt to qualify. TeamVLR.com. There's a link there. There will be a live link, a broadcast link. I'll have it up after tonight. Live broadcast link will go up. You'll be able to watch that. That's going to be fantastic. I'm going to tell you, the Throwback Series, seeing all the throwback paint schemes, it's fantastic. It's lovely. Love it. As iRacing I flag, green flag comes back out. Back to racing here at the Junk Fabrication Wednesday night street fights here. Thank you to Junk Fabrication for coming aboard here for season number 8. I know season 9 looks like Harlan Harley-Davidson coming back for season number 9 of the Wednesday night street fight. So thank you to those guys again for supporting such a great league over here. As now it's 3 wide for the race lead. Jason Salter way down to the bottom. Revis taking over the top spot though on the outside in that number 21 machine. Been a while since we've seen him in victory lane. And now Matthew Everett starting to backpedal through the field. And Dennis Salter now makes it interesting, trying to move up to the second spot, side-by-side battle for second. as here comes Salter down to the bottom. Rocky Banfield all over. His yellow flag going to come out again. 5th yellow flag. We're going to be halfway home. 5th yellow flag of the evening. Our Motorsports, the official yellow flag sponsor here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. And thank those guys for the sponsorship. And also now 5th yellow flag, J-Max Journey Instant Replay will show us, I believe, maybe something wrong or something awry with maybe Daniel Stifler. Doesn't look like Mitch Enos. Yeah, Mitch Enos unfortunately getting the stick on that one. As a 71 of Stifler gets stuck on top of a tire. Now, if that was a wall, he would have a really damaged car. He just got stuck on top of the tire. So, if he had the wall, it would have been really, really damaged. But the 97 of Michinos pulls it down to pit road. Tough break for him, as he's going to have to see what he can do from pit road, maybe get it all fixed. Like I said, for the wall, his car would have been completely destroyed. Thankfully, the tire down there just hung him up and made sure his car wasn't completely destroyed. So we'll see if he can make his way on back out there. Don't forget to like our page, share our link out there. Make sure you let everybody know the Full Velocity Racing Network's live here. 70 followers away from hitting our 6,000 mark. 70 followers. 70 followers. So let's keep creaking on up there. Get those followers out there. Get our likes up there too. We'll send another follower go out. Another one out there. 69 left to go here. So we continue to attack on some followers. As the iRacing flag, green flag back out. Star donation, Jack Truitt. Jack didn't want to see it. It's done. Look at that. Almost enough. I think what we need, Jack, 50 or 500 stars for a call to Dr. Green. So we got 450, folks. 450 stars will buy us some time to call Dr. Green. So as we go 3 wide for the race lead, the 10 of racing Jason Salter down to the bottom. Door slammed on him. There's 21 of Jim Revis on the bottom, side by side for the race lead. With the 06 of Matthew Everetts, as Everetts was able to wrestle this back, I think, because he went up to the top shelf. Seems like he got a better start here, as now Everetts takes over the race lead from Revis. So here comes Salter back down to the bottom side, making it side by side, and we have 45 stars, so now 95 stars. So we're only 305 short of our paging Dr. Green scenario. Come on, folks, 500 stars. We got to get to that goal here tonight. 500 stars. That's not horrible. Get to that 500 star mark as we continue to race here. As looks like a little bit of a viewer count as we keep going down the back straightaway. Again, the 06 of Matthew Everett, your race leader. Second is the 21 Jim Revis, but Jason Salter keeps working the bottom, trying to do something down there. The forward bite for that number 10 machine slides up in front of Jim Revis. Revis moves his car though, gets back to the outside. That's pretty vital there for that number 21 machine. He's going to be able to hold on here because he's got that momentum up there on the top. So Salter now working the bottom again, trying to get around the 21. I believe he's going to be able to do so here. Maybe down into turn number 1. Racing Jason Salter. Been a while since we've seen him here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. At least a while since I've seen him on the Full Velocity Racing Network. But Salter battling it out, duking it out like he hasn't missed any time at all. With the 21 of Jim Revis. And then you got the 97, the Big Monkey, Rocky Badfield up into the fray. He's running in that 4th spot. And then the 61 of Peacock back up through the field again. So Josh Peacock inside the top 5, and Salter right there. He's knocking on the door for this race win here, as we are on lap 39 of 60. But Salter taking it out of the bottom, and yellow flag going to come out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Not sure who's going to get the race lead on that one. I believe Matthew Everett had that. But we can't call Dr. Green's 6th yellow flag of the evening. Take a look-see to see who caused this one. Looks like the 420 machine of Eric Elmore. Oh, goes a skidding, roof surfing, and lands on. He does a flip down here, but lands on all 4 wheels. The 420 machine had a little bit of contact there from the 13. Ran him out of real estate there, disagreement. The 420 upside down, landing on all 4 wheels. No points for us tonight, Jack. But the 420 not having a good night. $100 stars there, 3-week streak from Tyson Pankow. So no Dr. Green yet. We are now only 205 away. 205 away from being able to call Dr. Green and get some elixir for this yellow fever. No, 205. Oh yeah, you're right. I thought you said 100 stars too. Nope, you're right. 305. 305 away. I was thinking Jack was being had 195 stars for some reason. So 3-week streak, Tyson. We appreciate it, man. We really do. No, goes a long way, man. Get ready to. Lights still on. Top to the iRacing.com. Chevy Silverado pace truck. The light's going to be extinguished this time by 20 laps will remain here when we get the iRacing iFlag green flag out. Now it's 205. Tyson Pankow with another 100 stars. Tyson Pankow with 305 stars. We're able to call Dr. Green here, making our donation goal here for tonight. Tyson, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it. 3-week streak. Loyal supporter of Full Velocity Racing Network. And I'd like to see you back on the track one of these times here soon. As we get a chance every once in a while to see you. You've been doing a good job over there through the Chili Bowl Nationals. Just haven't had a lot of luck. Fast cars, as they're going crazy up towards the front of the field. Rocky Battenfield kind of squeezed in there. And that number 97 machine making a race for it. Josh Peacock already up there in that P61 machine. Salter, man, got shifted from 2nd all the way back. And man, he's fighting for his life for a 5th spot in that number 10 machine. So now the 97 to the big monkey, Rocky Batfield down to the bottom. Peacock touching the wall, flirting with disaster up there. That's not even the wall, it's a fencing unit up there. So that could really tear his car apart. Batfield running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is the number 010 now of Brunson, but no, Salter coming back, firing back into the 3rd spot. As now Casey Brunson moves back to the 3rd spot. So they're going back and forth here. Revis out front enjoying it. And man, Rocky Batfield, something going awry with that car. He pushes straight up the track. Maybe KCF. Jack was saying Casey gave him a little bit of a kiss. Thank you, Willie, out there from Kansas City, Kansas. Willie out there joining us here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thank you for tuning in. So number 10 of racing, Jason Salter down to the bottom. Sarat coming into the play too. Battenfield trying to wrestle his way back up through the field here with 14 laps remaining. We got Salter and Peacock exchanging a little bit of rubbing on the side rails through 1 and 2 here. And that number 10 machine on the bottom of 61 of Josh Peacock up to the outside as Peacock trying to make some headway here right there directly behind the number 010 machine of Casey Brunson. And Brunson now up the track here, almost going to hit the wall there. 61 of Peacock gives him a little bit of room. able to hold on. It looks like another car going around. I think he saved it over there in 1 and 2. So the 21 of Jim Revis, your race leader, second. Jason Salter now. And the number 10 machine, Casey Brunson, running in third. Peacock in fourth. Rocky Banfield now back inside the top 5. And the number 97 machine with 12 laps remaining here. A dozen laps left to go, just under a baker's dozen, I should say. But 12 laps to go here for Jim Revis. Kenny Hayans led 23 laps here this evening. Now blocking the bottom side. Here comes Salter way down to the bottom. He's catfishing it. And that number 10 machine side by side for the race lead, but Revis going to outpull him down the front straightaway, because that's what you do when you're on the outside. You have one wheel of a motor there in that number 21 machine, doing a fantastic job is Revis, as Revis holding on to the top spot, but Salter once again going on the assault down to the bottom, trying to make some more headway here. And that number 10 machine, the 010 Brunson, trying to follow suit. Everybody working over the bottom is now the 97 Banfield. Has a little bit of trouble there, trying to get through the corner. Makes a little bit of contact, look like with the number 18 of Kyle Surratt that was there for a minute. So Revis holding on, Salter not going away. A lot of guys waiting in the rings. Peacock, you got Brunson, those guys all waiting right there for one of these guys to make a mistake in the top 2. 9 laps will remain as they flash by the start-finish line here at Williams Grove here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Here comes Salter back down to the bottom, side by side with the number 21 of Jim Revis again. A great battle ensuing here. This is one of them feast or famine tracks. Haven't seen anybody hit the gate here tonight. That's good, as usually that gate claims a victim or two there on the back straightaway. But here comes Salter on the inside again, trying to get up alongside of Revis. Revis slams the door shut once again, like he has done time after time with 8 laps remaining. Can he continue to shut that door on Salter's light here to try to get to the end of the tunnel? As so far he's not been able to do it and try to take down this victory here tonight. He's been just kind of stonewalled there in that number 10 machine. So Salter again back down to the bottom, trying to do something. Nothing having. Now that's 7 to go for Jim Revis in that number 21. So we're thanking everybody for tuning in to the Full Velocity Race Network. Don't forget star donations. Last 7 laps to get those star donations in. Tyson Pankow, the big sender here tonight. Jack Truan right there too, with some stars as they continue to fight it out, duke it out for the top spot. That's Revis and Salter. Brunson, Peacock, and Battenfield, your top 5. As it looks like Battenfield has his hands full with a lot of cars right there directly behind him. A hungry pack of wolves with Surratt, Brewer, Ramsey, Stifler. Those guys all there knocking on the door. Moyer rounds out your top 10 right now in that 111 machine. But here comes Salter taking it down to the bottom there. The Trash Panda Graphics number 10 machine trying to do something with Revis. We're going to have 5 laps remaining here. 5 to go at the line here. As now here comes Salter diving it back down to the bottom. He's not going away from that bottom because Revis up top. He's got to go where somebody is not. And the 10 trying to make it interesting here. Racing Jason, been a while, like I said, since he's been in the victory lane. So the 0-1-0, Casey Brunson still running in third. Fourth is Josh Peacock in yellow, going to come out. Looks like we're going to go to overtime here tonight, folks. Overtime. We'll do a green-white checker. We'll do 3 attempts of the green-white checker. Take a trip down the lane here. The J-Max Journey instant replay to find out what happened. Yeah, I know. Oh, man, yeah, he tapped the inside wall there. That opening got the hammer. Henry Jones. And then Ailey, too, in the 09 machine. Getting a piece of him, too. All wanting a piece of the David Brewer action here tonight. As Brewer down on pit road, extensive damage to that machine. It looks like he's going to park it. So, folks, we've seen some picks out there. Who else do you got? I see that I've seen a couple different picks. Seen Peacock, Salter now There's Jacob Laster out there with Jason Salter. 2. Eric Brewer going for the Brewers. Take a minute if you haven't liked the page or followed the page, just send out a link there to be able to like and follow our page here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Take some time to do that. We're 68 away. 68 away from 68 away. Yeah. 68 away from 6,000 viewers. 68 away. All right, Tyson Pankow taking racing Jason Salter too. Now it'll be interesting to see how this is going to unfold. A lot of mud on the front end of these cars. Got to weight them down a tad bit. Is the iRacing I flag going to come out here? The green flag, that is. And racing Jason Salter, look at him through the gearbox. And then number 10 machine out to the race lead. As second right now is Jim Revis. Revis now trying to motor on the outside, but the 0-1-0 of Casey Brunson now dives it down to the bottom. Surratt coming up here. And then number 18 machine, Josh Peacock right there. They're all knocking on the door. Man, what a great race here with all these guys. As these guys fighting side by side. Yellow flag going to come out. Overtime number 2 coming out. Looking to see who's involved in this one. Looks like Josh Ely got down that nasty gate down there. You can hear the contact being made there with the gate, and I should say the fence there next to the tires. Looks like he got awful low and hit a tire, and then it propelled him into the fence there on the beginning of pit road. Enough to bring out the yellow flag. Like I said, now we're down to Jack 67 before we hit 6,000. So we've picked up an extra 13 followers here tonight. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, good deal. Really good deal. So how many Jim Revis fans we got out there? Anybody rooting for Jim Revis? What about Casey Brunson? I don't know. Casey Brunson. Phil would be picking him. That's an obvious selection. Phil. Kyle Surratt. I mean, me. Can't forget Kyle Surratt. Or even Josh Peacock, for that matter. Yeah, the big monkey in the 97. I mean, any one of these guys can win any time, any given time. We get ready to send them. All right, racing I flag, great flag back out in the air, loud pedal down. Stalter, Brunson, Revis, Surratt, Peacock, your top 5. As Jason Salter right now, your race leader. See if he's going to be able to hold on. Here comes Casey Brunson now. Surratt up to the 3rd spot. Man, he slings it in pretty heavy. As Surratt trying to do something. And Peacock right there too, knocking on the door. So don't count out Josh Peacock because Revis has slipped all the way back to 6th, man. 1 lap to go for racing Jason Salter, the number 10 machine. Will he return to victory lane once again here on the Full Velocity Racing Network? Down the back straightaway for the final time. That number 10 machine leading it. Here comes Kyle Surratt to the outside, the 0-1-0. Brunson right there on turns 3 and off of turn number 4. Surratt taps the outside wall. Drag race to start finish line. Nope, not going to be had. Jason Salter takes out the victory. Kyle Surratt for 2. Casey Brunson for 3. Rocky Banfield, Josh Peacock, Caleb Ramsey, Jim Revis, Alex Brewer, Kyle Moyer, and Daniel Stifler round out your top 10. Then you have Josh Ely, Henry Jones, Mitch Enos, David Brewer, Matthew Everett, Eric Gallimore and Kevin Prettyman round out your 17 car field here for the Junk Fabrications, the Boss, and 72 JZ. I'm trying not to do that on air. So I thought I was gonna sneeze there, but thank you to those for sponsoring here. But DWRL Junk Fabrication here, Wednesday night street fights here. Round number 11 here of season number 8 going to go to racing Jason Salter. The Trash Panda Graphics number 10. We're going to take a brief pause for the cause, make our way on over to Discord, and then we'll make it down to BladeNote.com Victory Lane and interview our top 3 drivers here tonight on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for sport racing. And we're back here down the BladeNote.com Victory Lane here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Going to catch up with our third place finisher here tonight. Driver of the 010, Casey Brunson. Casey, a lot of bad luck here at the beginning of this race. Third place finish, you got to feel like a win here this evening. Definitely the luck not your way here early in this race.
Oh no, I definitely didn't go my way at the beginning there. Got involved in the first 2 big wrecks and had no fast repairs for the rest of the night, so you kind of had to take it easy, and full sprint about halfway after that.
A fantastic race here at Williams Grove. One of those feast or famine type of tracks. We know you're always pretty quick here, Casey. Tell us about how you're getting around the track here, even though you're tiptoeing it here with no fast repairs left. Tell us how you were getting around the track. A lot of people are curious how to get around Williams Grove because this is not an easy track to get around.
Well, tonight, the first time in a while, the track actually had a decent bottom to run to. That it actually felt like it was faster, but I was tested about 10 minutes before the server went up, and I adjusted myself to actually rotate on the top, so it was too loose from the bottom and the right rear spring for it to roll over and get some dig off the bottom, so I was basically stuck up top.
Sticking up to the top side of the speedway, and definitely something different here at Williams Grove. Is the groove seems to change here with these dynamic tracks. But well, Casey, we'll give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. I know Phil had to take the night off. I know he has to go to the hospital early in the morning there with his family. So took the night off. We were trying to see how many fans we had out there. We know Phil was a definite one, but we'll give you the microphone. You can think who would like to take here tonight.
I think DWRL putting these races on. Y'all for broadcasting. My favorite fan Phil, Bulletproof Motorsports, and JP Design Social Peacock.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up third place here tonight, driver of the 010, Casey Brunson from Bulletproof Motorsports. We'll make our way on down to another Bulletproof guy, driver of the number 18. Been a while since I've talked to this guy. Kyle Surratt taking down second here tonight, man. That was an interesting race. Tell us about it, man. You got it up into the top 2 towards the end of that one.
Yeah, the beginning of the race didn't start so well. Got caught up in a little bit of damage in that first wreck there with Casey and Josh, and can't remember who else was involved. And then went on and was going down the front straightaway, and me and Ely bumped tires. He wheel hopped and turned me up on my side, and I got some more damage there and decided it was best for me to pit, get a new car, and head to the back and restarted 15th. And I think if we'd had another green white checker, we might have been able to bring this one home.
And car definitely seemed to get stronger towards the end of that one, Kyle. Definitely. Did you go to work on this setup here tonight? How much work did you put in the setup? I know you guys put a ton of work in the setups.
Well, got to be quite frank here. I didn't do any work at all because this is the setup that I ran last time I won here, so I didn't really see any need to change it. And I did change one thing. I made one click on my gear, and that seemed to be a pretty good move. This car, I could drive it anywhere. I could drive it up on the cushion. It was a little tight up there, but if I drove in a slick and kind of slid it a little bit, it would work just fine up there. And if I slowed way down to run the bottom, it would just get a nice drive off. I mean, it was really a phenomenal car. I can't say enough about it.
All right, Kyle. Before I let you go, I'll give you the microphone one last time so you can think who would like to take here tonight.
Oh yeah, got to thank, of course, all my teammates at Bulletproof Motorsports. Really good group of guys to race with. Jason Sauter, Tyson Panko at X91. Again, this setup is a little bit of something that Jason made, and I put some changes on it, so it's kind of like a hybrid deal. So give a little thanks to him, and nice congratulations to Jason. It's been a while since he'd won a race, so like to see that, and like to thank TNT Auto Source for continuing to be on this car. Give a shout out to J Max. If you don't know who he is, go over to Jonathan's Journeys on Facebook, check out what they're doing, and I'd like to thank you guys for continuing to put on phenomenal broadcast, and Jim and all the owners of DWRL for putting this league on for us. I love running with these guys on Wednesday nights. It's really fun. So just got to thank everybody involved here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up second place here tonight, Kyle Surratt aboard the number 18 machine, Bulletproof Motorsports number 18. Definitely a force to be reckoned with each and every time we come here on the Wednesday night street fights. But we'll make our way on down to BladeNode.com, Victory Lane, with the driver of the number 10, some guy I haven't talked to in a very long time, almost forgot his name, Racing Jason Stalter, taking down the W here tonight at Williams Grove, man. You fell back there towards the middle portion of that race. You had a whale of a battle with Jim Ravis. Tell us about your race, man. It was full of a few ups and downs there, but able to take down the victory.
Yeah, we got a couple lucky spots in the heat race. Caleb and Casey got into it a little bit and managed to get a couple spots, and man, they're worth every spot you can get is worth so much here because it's so hard to pass. I knew that coming into this race that I like the bottom of this track particularly. So I got down there, and I never did get the chance to touch the top hardly until like the last few laps. And the car felt really good down there. I nearly killed myself in the wall about 100 times going around here, but somehow we managed to come out and had a good battle with Jim and everybody else. Man, a lot of fun race.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you out there on the track. I know your work life gets kind of crazy though, but tell us how much rust you had to knock off here tonight, Jason, because man, it's been a while since we've seen you down here.
Man, I've run a good bit of races. I just haven't had any luck. I can't seem to find the mojo here recently. I don't know what the deal's been. Maybe this will kickstart my coming back, or something.
It may. You may find that mojo in that number 10 machine and start winning some races now and see you down here in Victory Lane quite a bit.
Well, I hope so. I changed paint scheme. Thinking maybe that other paint scheme I was running was bad luck. So we'll see how that goes.
It might have been because Tyson's not doing too good with his X91 either. So
no.
I've seen him on a lot of wrecks at that Chitley Bowl Nationals. So definitely tough for him. He's had some tough luck, but we'll see what happens with him in those upcoming races. But I'll give you the microphone, Jason. The floor is all yours. You can think you'd like to take here tonight.
Yeah, I figure we might as well change our slogan to Bad Luck X91 or something like that. But I'd like to thank X91 Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Full Velocity Racing Network putting on an excellent broadcast. DWRL for letting us come here and race, and Bulletproof Motorsports for all the help they give us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the big W here tonight, X91 Motorsports driver, Trash Panda Graphics, racing Jason Salter aboard the number 10 machine. About time he's back down here in Victory Lane. Hopefully we'll see him more here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And killing Todd Stand. Oh, nice taste. Nice Nice. Definitely, definitely a rather interesting comment there. But got to thank you for the star donations out there, Tyson. You won that here tonight. So big W for you, too. Almost could interview you for the star donations here tonight. Thank you for that. And thank you to Jack Truan for the stars also. Thank you for everybody for tuning into the Full Velocity Racing Network. Don't forget, tomorrow night, the Throwback Series, the VLR Throwback Series. Starting about 8:30 Eastern time. Last week had 107 entries into that. Let's see some more. Let's pump that up even more for Team VLR. Get those throwback schemes out there. Man, that was a fantastic race last week. Would love to see more here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. But for tonight, I'm going to sign off here. Jack Truan pushing all the controls down there, reminding you to keep the silver side down and the rubber. Well, no, keep the silver side up. You don't want to keep it down because you want to know what happens when you keep it down. Bad things like the turtle. So I guess you get a mention that way, but reminding you to keep that hammer down. We'll see you here tomorrow night on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Good night.